Hey guys, Dilkesy here, and I'm here to bring you my first tutorial. It's gonna be of a Cinema 4D variety, and it's just gonna be a very basic introduction, just to get people started off in the graphical world. So basically, this is, if you have Cinema 4D, then good on you. It might look a little bit different than mine because I have R11.5, you might have R12 or R13. Doesn't really make that much difference apart from the later versions might have a few more effects on it, so I'm hoping that it will go all smoothly for us. So to get started, we're gonna get into the rendering settings. This is what I always do before I even start my designing. So go output, and then what I like to do is do it in HD, so 120, 720, and that's literally all you have to do there. Then, because we're going to be doing an animation, you want to put it onto all frames, and I normally boost it up to 150, just because it's about 5 second intro there. It's about the right kind of thing. And then save, we can just put it onto QuickTime Movie, leave all that, and then obviously you click that little button. YouTube stuff, other people, oh wait shit, my stuff, just got number one, yeah, failed one, and then just gonna call it tutorial 1, and then just gonna call it whatever, so tutorial. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do there, and then multipass, leave, anti-aliasing, put to best, and then animation. Then what I like to do is do 2 by 2. I don't know why, to be honest. It's just what I like in the end of the day. Just been told by this on other tutorials, and apparently it's the best setting. So as long as it makes it less rendering time, but still very good. So then you want to go down to effect, and you want to do ambient occlusion and global illumination, and these just make it look a lot better. So now you have this very simple window, and you can use all these obviously, scale and then rotation and whatnot, but I always like to use Alt and left click, and then Alt and scroll, or just scroll. It doesn't make any difference really. Like that one, if you middle click button in, then obviously you go into your full windows, but if you Alt, then it's easy movement, so just easily moving around. So basically what we're going to do, we're just going to set the scene first, and this is the very basics of scenes. So just get a plane, so you go plane, and then you go width 2000, height 2000, 1, 1. Oh, fail. And yeah, that's basically that. And then you want to go here, either right click and go somewhere on here for copy, but I never do this. I just literally hold control, left click, and drag down. Now you got 2. And then basically all you do is press R. Oh, mouse went spazzy. Or you can just go there, and then hold shift, and then move your mouse back, and then you go to 90. And then back to E or move. These are very simple. It's just E, R for rotation, T for scale, and E for movement. So it's very simple. Now you just want to move it on back a bit. So now we've got a basic scene, very simple, and it's quite big, so it doesn't really matter what kind of deal we go into. And then you got lighting here. You can have loads of them. You can have sky, and then bring in HDR lighting if you got it. You can do that kind of mess around, or you can go light, area light. Spotlight is a good one as well. Spotlight can work quite well. So we'll do a spotlight for this one. Oh, bloody hell, that's the wrong one, I think. Wait. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, spotlight. Okay. So now we just move it on back. Do that down a bit. You might not notice the difference now, but when you render it out, you'll see the difference. So it's just a bit of messing about, getting it lined up a bit. So if we render it out now, just you can see the faint line there. So yeah, there you go. So you got like a nice spotlight there. So I'm just going to increase the size of that by just getting these orange squares and pushing them out a bit more. And I'm just going to drag it back a bit more. So now let's just give that a quick render. Yep. Just do. Thank God for a fast laptop. And there we go. So that's nice. It's a nice effect, like nice fade out as well with the colour, so it works. So now, oh yeah, just one quick thing. So if you like do that and you like screw up there and like you come over here and you want that view from a while ago, just do Control Shift Z a few times until you find the view that you were in. So there, that's a nice little effect for you there. So now we've got our basic background. We can do a simple MoGraph text object, and now we have our text here. So it's already like in depth a bit, so it's already a 3D. Oh, buddy, just get the text back, and then yeah, just simple text. So I can just put in here tutorial, and then just drag it up here. And it's all just to get a good intro out. You just need to do a bit of fiddling and stuff. I mean, like what I like to do is just do about 50 or 100 depth. So just do 100 for this one. Looks a bit dodgy. 50. 50 looks better. Excuse me. And then go to caps, filler cap, and filler cap, and then just do 3. Looks quite good. And then you want to go back to object, and then font. And this is where my computer takes the piss, because I have so many fonts, it's ridiculous. Look at them all. So, loads of them. But the ones that I like to use are a bit smushy. So this is a good one. Raise one is a nice graffiti one. And then there's Batman Forever, which is a good one as well. And then there's a few more that I like, but just can't remember. I just go through them all and just have some main ones I use. So we'll just use Batman Forever for this one. So yeah, looks quite nice. Oh, it's lagged out. This is what my Cinema 4D does. Randomly just takes a while to load out. So T is for scaling it down. So we just got to scale it a bit. And then we can just whack it back to the backboard. Oh, get it just lined up. Oh yeah, on light just as well. Just want to go shadow, soft. Just get a nice effect. So when we render this out, we're going to have, hopefully, a nice looking starter off. Just very simple as well. So see, look at that, it's already looking nice. Beautiful. And yeah, you can get the font, I'll leave it in the description kind of thing, and you can just go download it, it looks good. So yeah, now we've got our basic thing. We can either just have like a camera movement, so we can do camera, click the little icon, so now you're in it. And then down here is your animation, so you want to bump that up to 150, because that's what we go up to before. So where you want to start it, you can do it over here, down here on the ground kind of thing, like have it over here. You just want to get in the background, you want to have the background put in a bit. Oh, like that again. There we go. So just have that, and then you want to click this button here. So now it's added a keyframe there. So basically, then you can go, oh, but yeah, it's lagging out loads because I'm recording. And so you want to go 140 really. Then you want to move along, drag it across, move along, drag it across, move along, drag it across, and down a bit. Bloody hell, 3 is loads. Alright, and then we have it like down on the ground a bit more, so it looks good. And then when you go on the playback, just have a very simple camera movement, which looks quite good. And then, so that's one kind of animation that we can do. So yeah, that's a very simple one that if you like the look of, then you can do that one. Or we can just go back a bit, and we can have a text object, and we can have it set at 140 for the first frame, and then go to 0, drag the blue over, just keep on going back for a while, and then keyframe, and then you just basically got a nice little animation, bringing it in, and there. So that's a nice little animation that you can do. And then yeah, there's the two basic animations that you want, and I can basically leave there if you want, or you can do something quite cool, which is what I like to do. But basically, so we'll just delete that animation there. So you have the text object, control, left click, so now you got 2. Put the depth to 5. Now if you look at the caps on this one, it should be changed a bit, so you want to put them back up to 3. Put these down to 2. And then basically you want to go to a material, you want to double click in the material, so you get a material block. Come at the colour, just put it red for now. And then you just want to put it onto the text object 1. And now you just want to move the blue one outwards until you get the red come out, just slightly. So then you have that, which is a very nice effect. I love this bit. So now you have a red and the basic colour at the back. So if you just give it a quick render again. Oh, excuse me, just had dinner. Bloody lovely kebab. So here we go. And giving it a nice render. And look at that, it's already looking nice. Got a nice red going on, got a nice grey. I mean, you can have whatever colour you want. I mean, no major reason to copy mine exactly. And there you go. So it's already quite nice looking. So again, you can have, that's a nice effect to get a two-tone kind of colour deal going on. So just going to delete that material. Get that one over there gone. Oh, why isn't it deleting? Oh, it's frozen again, that's why. There we go. So basically the colours that I like to use are this kind of light blue. It's about that colour there. And then you want to go down to reflection, texture, Fresnel, and then bump down the brightness a bit to about 40. And then just leave everything else. And then you have that on text object on the back one. And then you have on the front one, you go to colour, and then you have a nice dark grey. And then you go same again, reflection, texture, Fresnel, and then bump down the brightness again to about 40. And then you put that on the front one. So now, when you render it out, hopefully, it'll look quite good. So this is like a good way to do like a nice effect on it, and then you can do a background out of this as well, and just like change the start to QuickTime instead of from QuickTime move it to a JPEG, and then just do it that way, and you can have a nice background effect with this. And then, so yeah, that's looking quite nice. I mean, looking a bit dull, so we can always just mess around with the colours a bit. But yeah, that looks quite nice. I mean, I'm just gonna mess around a bit for now, so just gonna whack that to a white, see what that looks like. Oh, it's going up to delete time on my render. There we go. Delete time on my recording. Epic win. Right, so that's looking quite good. Just going to make this into a dark blue, just to see what that will look like later. But yeah, so we've got that down. So we've got the nice text objects going on. So we can have, so we have them both here, have them selected. I think it's Alt G, yep, Alt G to get it into a null object, so it's easier than just like double clicking all the time. You just got them both here and selected. So you want to go 140 frames, keyframe, and 0, drag it back, and then keyframe. So now, just drag it in, there it comes in slowly. Nice. So that's looking quite good. So let's just give it a render mid-frame. See what it looks like. It's all just trial and error really, giving it renders. I mean, that's why you have the settings on quite low, so it doesn't have like that much to do. Like, so that you can just do quick renders and see what it looks like. So yeah, there you go. You got a nice look, quite bright. I mean, some people like it a bit dull, so you can like turn down the intensity on the lights a bit if you want, but I think that looks quite nice. I mean, you got the soft shadows going on as well, which is always a nice subtle little thing. So yeah, and yeah, I think that's quite a nice tutorial right there. I mean, it's quite a basic one, but it's quite nice. So if you like this tutorial, please do give it a like, and you can just mess around with the light and let that, just do that there. Maybe give it a nice hint of red. No, not full red. Maybe just a hint. So yeah, that's my basic tutorial. If you want more, please do say so, and I can give a few more animation ones. And yeah, so Dilkesy out.